So it's an agency that helps small and medium enterprises trade, and through that generate growth, and through that contribute to employment in developing and least developed countries. One, obviously, because Europe puts a lot of premium in its development policy into economic development, into generating growth in developing countries, which is precisely what the International Trade Center is about. Two, also because the European Union is a strong supporter of the International Trade Center, supporting its programs, its actions on the ground. It's one of the main funders of the International Trade Center. Again, I think it's a reflection of the importance that the European Union accords to ensuring strong, vibrant economies as a precondition to have strong development, big eradication of poverty. We cannot, what we have learned in these 15 years since the Millennium Development Goals were launched, is that improvements in access to water, access to sanitation, access to medicines, reduction of child mortality require strong, vibrant economies. We certainly, in the International Trade Center, would advocate for inclusive growth, one that makes sure the youth, the women, the categories of our societies that are often in the margins of the economy, in the informal sector or unemployed, are included. Of course, it has to be a sustainable growth. It has to be a growth that is compatible with our objective of making sure we transmit a planet to the future generations that is in good shape. But for sure it will have to be growth. Well, it has to be a combination of interactions. The first thing that we need to be aware of is that there is no magic wand. There is no super button we can push to solve the problems of the bottom billion. If there was, we would have used it. So in the economic field, what we know is that it has to be a combination of intelligent actions. It has to start with a good doses of aid for trade, helping countries build their productive capacity. If you don't have anything to trade, you cannot use the trade opportunities that you have. So it has to be about building this productive capacity. It has to be about supporting small and medium enterprises internationalize. This means providing them with the knowledge of the market. This means making sure we support their competitiveness. It has to be access to finance. If you have a great product but you don't have credit, you cannot trade. Finally, it has to be about connecting sellers to buyers. Keep in mind two principles. Principle one, there is no big single intervention we can undertake to resolve this matter. It's going to be a collection of granular interventions, and it's the granularity that we have to orchestrate and organize. Two, we cannot go with a zero risk approach. We will have to accept that at times we take risks, that at times we will fail in our interventions, that at times it will be a bit of trial and error, but that at the end of the day, this is necessary in order to find the interventions that are going to allow us to scale up and address in a reasonable manner, in an effective manner, this huge bottom of the market that we need to lift up.